हरे कृष्ण। ओमज्ञानतिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। हरे कृष्ण. So we'll continue our discussion. Now, the important thing is when we hear this instruction that everything we should do for Krishna, then people may go to extremes. They may become fanatics. Okay, I just have to do whatever is told. I need not think about it. Just follow whatever is told. So this type of mentality, no, this is actually fanatism. Like say, if Krishna want Arjuna to fight, he could have just told the only one verse: "Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam raja." But Krishna didn't do that. Krishna did not tell Arjuna, "Just surrender to me and just forget about everything." He could have told that only the first instruction. And the way Arjuna behaved in the first chapter, it is called sentimental. So one is fanatism, just doing whatever is told, will not think. Another thing is uh, just whatever is don't think anything, just follow blindly. So both are extreme cases. We should avoid both of them. That's actually why Krishna has to tell so many things in between. He did not just tell, okay, Arjuna, now you surrender. No, he has to tell all this knowledge. So this is a very important concept to understand. We cannot blindly do anything. So, philosophy, religion without philosophy, Prabhupada says either it is sentimentalism or fanatism. And that's the reason we need to learn things very, very properly. And we will try. And here when these instructions when Narada Muni is giving, people may tend to do the same thing. Okay, he is telling, see, deva shiruta tarunam pitrinam nakin karunayam rincharanam sarvatmanam sharanam sharanam gato muktam parihati. I says, okay, we are not going to just we will just follow whatever is told. So this is both have the problem. So we'll try to understand these instructions we were discussing yesterday. And Nardamani is telling that, okay, uh, you have to perform your actions, and how you should everything whatever is given for you, the perfection of it is when you engage in the service of the Lord. So that's actually what he is trying to tell. This is we were discussing yesterday. Okay. So we were in the 17th verse. So it's a very important thing which we are discussing. So what then he changed the topic. So from here the topic changes for us. So till now he explained about so I'll just write it for you. What is fanatism and sentimentalism? This is one extreme thing that happens to all of us. Even though this is from the previous topic, but I'll just take it because it is very important to understand. Just a second. Very simple concept. We'll try to pay attention, you'll understand. See, if I will just blindly follow Krishna, blindly follow, this is actually fanatism. So you may say, I'm just blindly following Krishna only. And now, so this is one extreme. This, if this is what Krishna wanted, he could have told the 18.66 verse in the beginning only, Sarvadharman Paritidya. But he didn't tell this verse in the beginning because people will become fanatics. So Krishna didn't want like that. Now Arjuna, in the beginning of first chapter, uh, first, so in the first chapter, he is telling that he is justifying his attachments. This is the problem. First chapter, na? Arjuna is justifying his uh, attachments. So this is actually most of the people do. Either they are fanatics or they are sentimental. Proji, what can be done? We have family, we have this responsibilities, and along with that, we will do Krishna consciousness. Krishna consciousness, we are not living. We will do that also. But they are trying to justify their attachments. That is also wrong. We cannot justify our attachments and tell this is how I am. No, 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 no. It won't work like that. And then they say Arjuna is telling that's why I'm not fighting, and people may say that's why I'm not able to do certain things in life. Then you are a sentimental. You don't have proper understanding. So here, even like Ravagana's case also is, he knows some things, but he's attached to certain things. That's why it is like little sentimental. So Krishna has to tell Arjuna all the philosophy. Then he tells in the last Sarvadhanan Paritidya. Even initially also Arjuna said I surrender, but it won't work like that. We need proper understanding. The philosophy, so religion without philosophy is fanatism or sentimentalism. You're understanding? So, what is more important? No? We have to understand these things so deeply. So, when Narada Muni is telling here, Are Devarashir Bhuta Trinam Pitrinam, just everything is taken care, just serve Krishna. But he's not just telling like that. Now, you see, he just told all the senses and no everything, the perfection of everything is when you engage in Krishna consciousness. He starts with that verse only, the perfection of everything. The theme he's talking is that only. But then after that, he starts philosophy. So this is the main difference. So without devotional service, what is the meaning of austerities, process of hearing, elevated intelligence, strength? So everything is connected to that only. So this is his theme when he met the Prachetas. So then he explained, this is the shloka starts from the ninth one. So ninth one, everything, when a living entity in devotional service uh, engages in devotional service, his birth, his fruitive activities, his lifespan, his mind, and his words are all factually perfect. Then he told what type of birth? Three types of birth. And that is perfected when you are engaging in. That is the next verse. And then after that, the 11th verse is talking about all the types of austerities, process of hearing, elevated intelligence. Everything should be connected to devotional service. Then only they are perfect. And then he says yoga practices, analytical studies, severe austerities, Vedic literature, all very important aspect of spiritual advancement. But unless one understands Supreme Lord, all this process are useless. So it should be connected to Krishna. So again, he told the same concept. And then, uh, under all circumstances, one must understand Supreme Lord, origin of everything, and serve. And then the next shloka he continues this one, yatataro, sorry, yatataro mula nishechanena. So the main root you have to water the root. So now people may say, okay, I am watering the root, but don't be fanatic. I will just do this only. No, no, it won't work like that. And see, when watering the root, na, what is the two analysis that are given? One is demigod worship and jnana and karma and yoga. It is not talking about our responsibilities in the house, responsibilities in our life. So it even Prabhupada purport, he is talking about jnana and karma. No need to do jnana and karma. See, no need of jnana and karma, and no need of demigod worship. Only these are two are discussed. That's all. It is not talking about the responsibilities which we have now. It won't work like that. We have to take care of this. I say, okay, I am doing these two things now. I will do Krishna consciousness and everything will be done. Yes, don't do karma and jnana and don't do demigod worship. Bhakti will do. But we have to perform the responsibilities which are given to us. And then he talks a different topic here from here onwards, saying that the everything is coming from the Supreme Lord. All living entities, moving, non-moving, are generated from earth. Again, at the same time, they are entered into it. Similarly, everything emanates from the Supreme Lord. So this is the second theme he's talking about. And connecting to this only, he start talking about the three modes of nature. Just as sunshine not different from sun. So here talks about Achintya Bheda Bhedata, that is important aspect of our philosophy we discussed. And here he's talking about this. So we will discuss this aspect of, so you are understanding na? So when yathatar or mool nation is people may tend to take that verse in extreme cases. I am just watering the root, I am just serving. No, don't be fanatic. and and another extreme is justifying what we are. Both are wrong. We need to understand the philosophy and apply it properly. That is why Krishna has to take all the effort to explain from second chapter to 18th chapter. And you see, what is the conclusion of Arjuna? Nashtamoha smritir labdhva tat prasadat mayachyuta. So that is what is Arjuna's conclusion. He says, Nashtamoha smritir labdhva. I am free from illusion. Sorry. So I am free from illusion. And I regained my memory. Right? This is what happened to Arjuna. And this is what should we should come out of our illusion. We should get proper intelligence, proper memory. Then only we will be able to perform the activity. Then Arjuna did not say I'll fight. What did Arjuna say? Karishye vachanam tava. I will do whatever you say now. And that's actually what Krishna wanted. In between, suddenly Krishna says, okay, Arjuna, no enough, no need of fighting. Arjuna says, okay, fine, Krishna, for me also. So, how to act properly, na? That should be, we cannot justify what we are. We cannot we cannot be extreme heretics also. We have to be careful here. Anyway, so now this is another aspect which is telling. This is a very important thing to understand. Why I was telling now why this is very important, that the modes of the appearance of the all this takes place consequently. uh, Consecutively. So here, this is a very important thing. Sky, the king, sometimes in sky there are clouds, sometimes there is darkness, sometimes there is illumination. This is consequently, this is because of the appearance of modes. Sometimes they appear and sometimes they disappear. So I was telling, na, all the answers that are there, no problems. Why there are problems to good, bad, good thing to bad people, and for devotees, and why there is bad and evil in this world, and all these things can be answered very nicely because of these three modes only. That's why again and again this theme comes. Darkness, illumination, and cloud sometimes appear and sometimes disappear. But even when they have disappeared, the potency is still there. And I'm sorry. So there is some internet issue. This every time happens. Okay. Now you're able to see the screen. No? Actually, there was some my internet. I am always facing problem. We are paying so much, but that fellow is not doing proper job. So this maybe sometime we should discuss more elaborately, but we will. I'll try to do something little justice for this topic. See, why three modes are so such a very interesting thing, because that's how the material creation comes. There is imbalance in the modes only creates. There should be there is always an imbalance. So in this world, we discussed previously also, we cannot have a we say how to balance material life, spiritual life, office, house. We can never balance. Nobody can balance in this. Only a Jivan Mukta, a liberated person can balance. Nobody can balance in this world, because whole creation is because of imbalance. So here in sky, sometimes we see clouds, sometimes rainfall, sometimes snow, sometimes we see night, sometimes day, sometimes illumination, sometimes darkness. All this exists due to sun. But sun is affected by all these changes. You see? Similarly, Supreme Lord is the cause, but he is creating all these changes, but he is not affected. Mahavishnu is happily lying and he is creating all these things for us to suffer. So, this is actually what is happening. So, Mahavishnu, I am sharing the screen, but sometimes why it is not coming is because of internet issue. So, I'm really sorry for it. I'll try to work on it. Some other network we have to change. So then, although the material or physical elements are the energy of Supreme Lord, they are separate. So this is such a nice example. How many changes are happening in the sky because of sun, but sun is not affected. Sometimes it is cloudy, sometimes sunny, sometimes rainy, sometimes snowy. So many changes are there, but it is not affecting the sun. So that is the interesting part. And then the next thing what uh, uh, Nardamani is telling is that he says, because the Supreme Lord is the cause of all causes, he is the super soul of all individual living entities, and he, uh, I'm just trying to share the screen. So he is the both remote and immediate cause. Since he is aloof from the material emanations, he is free from their interactions and is the lord of material nature. You should therefore engage in devotional service, thinking yourself qualitative one with him. Now you may say, Are Prachetas are already doing devotional service. They did so much devotional service that Lord only appeared. They already got association of Lord Shiva, and then they are now also they left home and they are doing devotional service. And why Narada Muni is again telling them to do devotional service? What does it mean? Now this is same thing applicable for us also. We are also doing na everyday devotional service. Why we have to hear again to do devotional service if we are already doing? That means the quality will become more and more deeper when we are hearing. Our conviction, our faith will increase. So that is the point. We hear more and more from more advanced and realized souls, our conviction. Now we are hearing from Narada Muni. And later on we are going to hear from Jada Bharata, Rishabh Dev, and then Jada Bharata. So our faith and conviction will increase. That's why we have to hear again and again. And every their level of realization has so much different effect on our consciousness. So here that is explained that uh, there are, according to Vedic calculations, there are three causes of reaction: time, the ingredients, and the creator. So this is very important understanding. So anytime we have to know this very clearly. Cause has three things. One is the time, and second one is ingredients and the creator. Combining these are called Tritayatmika. The three causes. Everything in the material world is created by these three causes. We, without our knowledge, time factor is not in our hand. Uh, Everything will be changing around us. And who is doing this? This is time factor. And we discussed many times the what is the understanding of time. We had many discussions on what is time. There are three different understandings of time and all. Long back we discussed, and I know many of you forgot it, but maybe in future we'll discuss, because this is not the class on time. In the future, another chapters are coming on time. We'll discuss again. So everything in the material world, this is the three causes. Brahma Samhita says Sarva Karana Karanam. So now Narada Muni therefore advises the Prachetas to worship the direct cause. The the direct cause, the Supreme Lord. As stated before, in the root of the tree is watered, all the parts are energized. According to the advice of Narada Muni, one should directly engage in devotional service. This will include all pious activities. Krishna Bhakti Kaila Sarva Karma Kritahaya. Swateja uh, Swatejasa Dashat Guna Pravaha. So the Supreme Lord is never affected by the qualities, although they are emanating from him. So sun is never affected. So this analogy is very, very nice analogy to compare the Lord with sun and the three modes with the changes that happen in the sky. So by showing mercy to all living entities, by being satisfied somehow or other and controlling the senses, sense enjoyment, one can very quickly satisfy the Supreme Lord Janardana. So again, he is concluding the theme. He is telling us now these are the three instructions which is giving. What are the three? This is very important. We should show mercy to all living entities, being satisfied somehow or other, and controlling the senses, controlling sense enjoyment. You can very quickly satisfy the Supreme Lord. So showing mercy is the very important understanding. Like uh, when when Krishna goes to the florist in Vrindavan, who he goes to Mathura for the first time, and there he meets the florist. So what he says that, my dear Lord, let me show compassion to all living entities. Let me be friendly with devotees, show compassion to you and devotion to you. So this is actually the benediction is asking. And same thing, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared. What are the three reasons? He wanted to show compassion to devotees. He wanted to experience the taste of the holy name, and that comes in the association of devotees. And then he wanted to serve the Lord. So this is actually what all the shastras are telling. Jivedaya Krishnanam Sarvadharmasar. So Jivedaya is very important aspect of a devotee. He always shows compassion. And then being satisfied somehow or other and controlling the senses for sense gratification. So these are the some of the ways in which Supreme Lord can be satisfied by devotees. Prabhupada is writing. I'm sorry, I'm not able to show this screen. Somehow this internet is having some issues. I will try to settle it some other way, some permanent solution. And the first item mentioned is Dayaya Sarvabhuteshu. So, Dayaya Sarvabhuteshu Santushtha Yena Kenava Sarvendriyopashanta Cha Tushyanti Ashu Janardana. So, this is the famous shloka. Dayaya Sarvabhuteshu. Showing mercy to all conditions. So, the best way to show mercy is to spread Krishna consciousness. The entire world is suffering for want of this knowledge. People should know that the Supreme Lord is the original cause of everything. Knowing this, everyone should directly engage in devotional service. Those who are actually learned, advanced in spiritual understanding, should preach Krishna consciousness all over the world so that people may take to it and make their lives successful. So, here नारायण परा सर्वे न कुतश्चन विद्यति स्वर्गापवर्ग नरकेषु अपि तुल्यार्थ दर्शनात्. So everyone will be benefited. This is a very nice thing. That if we chant Hare Krishna, not only us, the people around us also will get benefited. Prabhupada is writing, everyone can benefit spiritually by chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. When the transcendental vibration of Hare Krishna is sounded, even the trees, animals, and insects benefit. Thus, when one chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra loudly, he actually showers mercy to all living entities. To spread Krishna consciousness movement throughout the world, devotees should be satisfied in all conditions. So, wherever they are there, they should be satisfied. Because if I am not satisfied, how can I give satisfaction to others? It is not possible. It does not matter to the pure devotee if he has to go to hell or to preach. So even while preaching in hell, devotee remains a pure devotee by his constant association with Supreme Lord. Being completely cleansed of all material desires, the devotee are free from all mental contaminations. Thus, they can always think of Lord and address Him very feelingly. So, the feeling comes when we are properly, very important. This sloka is very nice. It says that completely cleansed of material desires. We will elaborate this theme. And then what happens? Devotee is free from all mental contaminations. When desires are not there, because the impressions are not there, then there is no desires. Then what happens? He can constantly think. And then, most importantly, feelingly address. Now the feeling is not coming. We were discussing yesterday also. Surrender means every time it is surrender only. Every moment surrender only. Why we are not able to surrender every moment? Because of lack of humility. And then what Lord has to do? He has to send problems in the life of devotees so that they will start becoming more humble. Problems, person in problem, he remains humble. And when problems are not there, person is proud. And then Lord thinks, what can I do? I want to make you feel proper, but you don't surrender when you are in good terms. That's why there is a saying in Kabir, is a very famous poet. He says, दुख में सुमिरन सब करे सुख में करे न कोई जो दुख में सुमिरन करे सुख sorry जो सुख में सुमिरन करे दुख काहे को होए. He says when people are in trouble, they worship the Lord. But when they are in good times, then they forget the Lord. He says when you are in good times, if you are worshipping Lord, why you'll get bad times? You'll get distress. Distress, Lord has to send to devotees so that they surrender. If they are not surrendering, then Lord also has to arrange for them. Because if we have everything nice, the tendency is very easy to become proud. In pride, we don't surrender to Lord. In humility only we surrender. So that is the problem. So the feelingly addressing the Lord is not happening because of pride. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, knowing Him to be controlled by His devotees, does not Leave them for a second, just as the sky overhead never becomes invisible. So, Utrupte Varnam Tata. Krishna is always the protector of his devotees. And Prabhupada is writing, it is clear from the previous verse that Supreme Lord Janardana is very quickly satisfied by activities of his devotees. And pure devotee is always absorbed in thoughts of Supreme Lord, as stated, Srinvatam Sokata Krishna. We are always thinking of Krishna. The pure devotee's heart is free from all kinds of desires. In the material world, the heart of living entity is filled with material desires. When the living entity is clean, it does not think of anything material. As mind is completely cleansed, one attains the perfectional stage of mystic yoga. But then the yogis always see the Supreme Lord within his heart. Dhyanavastita tattvatena manasa pashyanti yogino. So Prabhupada always have so many references to give. As long as one is under the control of metal modes, it desires so many things. Actually, here Prabhupada is coming to the main point of this verse. He says that as long as one is under the control of modes, he desires so many things and makes so many plans for material sense enjoyment. But as soon as the Lord is perceived in the heart, all material desires vanish. When the mind is completely free from material desires, the devotee can think of the Lord constantly. In this way, he becomes completely dependent on the lotus feet of Lord. अयि नन्दतनुजा किं करं पतितं मां विषमे भवाम्बुधौ कृपया तव पादपङ्कजा सितधूली सदृशं विचिन्तया. So this is what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is praying. And Narottam Das Thakur is praying, Aha Prabhu Nanda Suta Vrishabhanu Suta Yuta Karuna Karo Yei Baro Narottama Dasa Kahe Na Teliya Ranga Paye Toma Vina Ke Ache Amara. So this is how the acharyas are. Means they have so much emotion in the heart. Why there is emotion? Because there is humility. And real blessing is humility only. We discussed this also. What is real blessing? We are getting blessing of anybody. We want humility. If we have humility, we can pray. We get feeling for the Lord. Pride is not allowing us. So here, my is saying that in this way, the Supreme Lord becomes dependent on his devotees. Lord is invincible, yet he is conquered by his pure devotees. He enjoys being dependent on his devotees, just as Krishna enjoys being dependent on mercy of Mother Yashoda. So, thinking himself dependent on devotees gives the Supreme Lord greatest enjoyment. Sometimes king may engage a joker. In the process of joking, the king is sometimes insulted. The king, however, enjoys these activities. Everyone worship the Supreme Lord with great reverence. Therefore, the Lord sometimes want to enjoy the chastisement of his devotees. In this way, the relationship eternally exists between the Lord and his devotees is fixed, just like sky overheads. So, this is the analogy that is given. And then the next verse says that uh, na bhajeta kuma nishinam sa ijjayam. Okay, we'll just take that. The Supreme Personality of God becomes very dear to those devotees who have no material possession. Now, he he instructed them and he gave the final instruction. What is the instruction? Show mercy to living entities, and then you be satisfied in whatever situations, and very soon Lord will be pleased. Now he is giving some assurance. First previous verse he said, "Arey, the Lord, na, he in the previous verse is telling about the quality of the Lord. He's telling, Arey, if this is second instruction he gave is you should feelingly chant the name of Lord. First he told this part. You give up our mental material desires, remain humble so that you can feelingly address the Lord. Then what happens? Then he gives assurance that hey, Lord na, he's like a sky, always above the devotees. He's always protecting the devotees. And here is further telling, oh, he becomes very dear to those devotees who are no material possessions, but are fully happy in processing the devotional service. Now I say, why I need to please somebody? Because that is what is the perfection of life. Narada Muni told. Now I say, Are, why if I give up everything, somebody is pleased. Why should I please him? Why should I please the Supreme Lord? I can please myself, na. That is the question. But further, Narad Muni already answered in the beginning. This first section is that only. We have to please Lord because that is the perfection of our senses and mind, what is given to us. What is the materialistic people's perfection? Perfection is when I completely achieve success in terms of how perfectly I am satisfying my mind and senses. But that is not the perfection of senses. So the perfection of senses is when Lord is satisfied. Because I am not able to share the screen, I will end here only. Tomorrow I will settle the things and I'll come back. I want to discuss this theme again. Very nice. Any questions, comments till now, whatever you heard without seeing? Yes, Gail Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. One
Hi.
thing you said, there were three things that control, I don't know, is it this world? Was it time and Krishna? Was it? And the modes? Well, what were those three things? Remember?
I didn't understand. No, I didn't understand the question.
You remember earlier in your lecture you said that there were three items, right? That are
Oh, time
responsible.
and the ingredients and the controller.
So time, the controller is Krishna, right?
And
And
the ingredients.
ingredients meaning the
Material nature.
the yeah, the material nature.
Yeah.
And these three things together, you're saying, are responsible for all of the different manifestations of this world.
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And then also the the difference you are making between fanaticism and sentimentalism. Fanaticism is when you have beliefs that are not backed by philosophy, right?
Pardon?
Fanaticism, would you define
Huh?
that as having beliefs that are not substantiated or backed by Shastra?
Both, even sentimental is also not backed by Shastra, but in fanatism, na, I just blindly do it because I was told I will do it. This is what is there, right? I will do it. So they don't
Oh,
think, they don't like say, now Krishna told me to fight, I'll just fight. That's all. So they don't want to have anything to do with whether it is how it is right and why it is right. They don't want to think. They just want to do it blindly because I
hmm.
was told I will do it. That's all.
Okay.
So
Well, for one
I just
thing,
have to believe blindly. Blind belief, blind
yeah,
faith.
yeah, I'm just wondering what would be a reason why a person would want to just act without reason, you know?
Yeah, now so many fanatics are there around the world in all religions, religious fanatics. So their point is that we have to just do whatever is told because no, there is some laziness in a person. So to understand
Hmm.
philosophy, to apply it, and to analyze it and all, you need to use some intelligence, which people don't want. They want a very always people go for something lazy. Means we always want to get relaxed. So to use buddhi to be conscious, like yesterday also we were discussing, na? People always
Yeah.
want to switch to a comfort zone.
Yeah.
So they don't want to be alert. So this comfort zone makes people lazy in terms of even understanding philosophy, reading books. They give so many reasons. So I don't have time. I don't understand all these things. In India, people say I cannot read also. So they don't want to do this hard work.
Yeah. As you're talking, I'm trying to remember what we it's like a common thing that we often hear that um, religion without philosophy is fanaticism,
And
and
sentimentalism.
then they say um, something
And
without.
philosophy without religion is mental speculation.
Oh yeah, philosophy without religion is mental speculation,
Mental speculation. Yeah.
and and religion without philosophy is mental speculation. And then what was the other part? That
It's same.
something without some
Uh,
something without
Religion
something is
without
fanaticism.
philosophy is fanatism and fanatism. Religion without philosophy and philosophy without religion. You just have to change that.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, okay. Um, I felt like there was something else. Oh my God, that I need to ask you, but yeah, maybe that was it only. Oh no, no, no. Yeah, so when we were talking that, that 1866 verse in the Gita, it comes, it is only at that time that Krishna tells Arjuna, you just give up all religion, right? But you were trying to
Yeah.
explain that he is bringing this only after he has explained, all these
Because
different
Arjuna when
karma
becomes
yogas.
he may become fanatic. If you directly tell you just give up and do whatever I say, that's actually what fanatics do. They don't understand why they are doing. They just do because I am told I am doing it. There is a blind follow. So Krishna did not give that verse in the beginning. He did not tell Arjuna just
Mhm.
sarva dharman paritya mamekam sharanam vraja, finish. No, he explained everything, made him understand. Then he told, now you surrender because he don't want blind followers or fanatics. He want a proper understanding and do it. That's the point.
Mhm. Proper understanding, and then you follow blindly, right? Like follow blindly
Not
means
blindly because you follow with the knowledge. Because why I should surrender, I
well,
know why I have to surrender, and then I am surrendering. It's not blindly I am surrendering. I have
no,
full knowledge I am surrendering.
yeah, I use the word blindly as a way of saying with trust, you know.
Means with an understanding, with knowledge. Like say now I have to eat. My mother is telling eat. This salad is good for you. Eat. Now then instead of telling, now she explains. You see, salad has fiber. This is there. This is there. Now you eat. Now both cases it is eating only, but one I am eating because mother told. Second I am eating because mother told, but she also gave me knowledge why it is good for me.
Mhm.
So I am doing with knowledge. First is blind surrender. Second is surrender with knowledge.
Mhm. Okay. Okay, cool. I mean, well, where does in the second scenario where you're doing it with knowledge, then where is the trust factor?
Yeah,
Mhm.
trust is there. That because that's how the creator is. He is the creator. He is the boss. That's what Arjuna understood. He said, "Oh, Param Brahma, Param Dhamma, Pavitram Paramam Bhava. Oh, you are the supreme Lord, supreme Brahman. That's why I had to surrender to you." And then not only me telling, then there are great authorities, Ahustva, Rishya, Sarve, Devarshi, Narasaza, other great authorities are telling. And then Lord showed Virat Roop also. Then he understood, oh, this is Of course, Arjuna didn't need, but Krishna shows his universal form also to prove that he is the boss, and to surrendering to him makes sense. So there is a faith also, there is knowledge also. Both are there in that.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. That is it he?
Knowledge gives faith, na? If you have knowledge, now you are hearing about Krishna. What is happening to you? Every day we are hearing. It is increasing our faith only, right?
I hope so.
That for that only we have to hear, na? Purpose of knowledge is to gain faith only. Otherwise, why it is? It's not dry speculations we are doing. We want to day by day develop our faith on Krishna. We associate. Why we have to hear from devotees? Because they have faith. We hear from them. We develop our faith.
No, I'm thinking about the analogy of the mother who told the son, why it's good for him to eat his vegetables, right?
Yeah,
And then the son ate it because he heard that knowledge,
yeah.
but but that it was because of the knowledge, not because of trust in the mother. No.
No, because see, now he has trust in both are there because he knows my mother won't cheat. She's telling truth only. He's not doing research himself. He's not going to a
Uh-huh.
laboratory and checking with all the vegetables whether they have fiber or not. He's trusting the mother.
Okay.
Then mother is giving knowledge, and then he now have faith in the
Uh-huh.
vegetables also and mother also both.
Uh-huh. 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 Okay. Thank you.
uh, Hare Krishna. Ruprani Mataji.
Nareshna Prabhuji Dandarpana. Thank you for the
Dandavat.
wonderful class. Prabhuji. Prabhuji, regarding
Hare.
fanaticism, you have explained, but regarding sentimental, Prabhu, how do you differentiate that, Prabhu? Fanatics is blind following. What do the sentimentalists do, Prabhu?
Sentiment to justify for what why they are not doing.
Oh, they
Like
won't be
we
doing.
all come we all come sometime under that category. Why I am not seriously practicing, I have many reasons, so we justify for what we are, why we are not surrendering, why we are not doing sadhana properly. So many reasons. That is
Okay. Okay, where
we
do
know we
the
have to do.
fanatics stand here, Prabhu? Sentimentalists, they don't do and they give the reason why I am not doing. Okay. What about the fanatics? They will do blindly. That is what you are saying, no, Prabhu?
They
They
say
will
Prabhuji
follow
16 rounds
blindly.
kitna karna hai. They say 16 rounds Prabhuji. Oh, I am doing 16 rounds. 4 regulated principles I
Why
am doing
I should?
Prabhuji.
Okay.
One hour reading of Bhagavatam I am doing pro. 1 hour of hearing I am doing pro. But they are not
Okay.
trying to understand what exactly is to be done.
Why
They
you
are
should
just
do? Why you should
fanatically
do?
doing it.
Okay.
Why we should do
So
that?
when you said, Prabhuji,
Fanatical.
faith, yeah, that surrender and faith relation. So when you have knowledge, more and more of knowledge, then your faith increases so that you can also preach others also, no Prabhu. That is also there, no Prabhu. When you have knowledge.
That is
It is
compulsory. Jive Daya is part.
Yeah, yeah. Since I'm just following what my mother says. That is okay. But when you grow up, you by getting knowledge, your faith also increases. Your surrender also, you're surrendering, and again, you are helping others also with that knowledge. Is that okay, Prabhu? But basically,
Yes,
we should
yes,
have
yes.
that knowledge what we are doing. That is also there, no, Prabhu. That is why Krishna explains
Ha,
all these chapters, and finally he says, "Sarva dharman parijaya." It is like that, no, Prabhuji. That don't
yes,
simply
yes, yes.
follow what I am saying. Have the knowledge and come like that. That is what Krishna tries to say. It's a correct
He don't
understanding.
want sentimental people. He don't. Yeah, he don't want sentimental and fanatic people. He want people with
Yeah,
knowledge.
yeah. Okay. Chit should be there. No, not only.
Uh,
Okay. Bro.
yeah.
So sentimental will be it is they are not emotional, right? I thought they are sentimental means they are emotional, something like that. I was
No,
thinking
no.
they won't do
We never.
this. Yes, Prabhuji.
There may be emotional people, but need not be also. They are just a justification of what why they are not doing.
Basically, it is not doing. It is related to not doing, Prabhu. Sentimentalist.
Sentimental people, they justify for not doing what is to be done.
Uh,
Arjuna is very sentimentally giving
I
all,
give
and the
some.
reasons are very valid reasons.
Yeah,
Looks like
Prabhu.
very valid reasons. Now
And
Ravgana is
Krishna is
also doing the
repeating.
same thing with Jadava.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
Prabhu. Okay, okay, Prabhuji. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Any other questions, comments? Okay, thank you all very much. We'll end here. Chandra